Check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
For those of you joining us on Zoom, you can participate by using the raise hand function. We will take your questions once we have fielded all the questions here in Columbus. Also, as a reminder, please no video recording during the press conferences. And when you're asking a question, if you'd please identify yourself and your affiliation, we'd appreciate it. Okay, we're joined by the University of Nebraska. Coach, if you'd give us an opening statement, please.
Well, I think the fans got their money's worth. It was a great match with two great teams, and not a lot of separation in points, you know, like it has been all year. But it was a great match, and I told our team that despite me the most proud I've been of a Nebraska team, how they handled this season, the setbacks, the losses, to get to this match and play like that, and then even get way down in the fifth and fight our way back. Just tremendous amount of heart, grit, resiliency, and these guys have done it every day. So I'm a very, very proud coach, and these guys are going to own Nebraska with this effort, whether you win or lose tonight. It's just the Husker Nation is really, really proud right now.
Okay, questions? Back right.
Brent Wagner from the Lincoln Journal-Star. John, can you just kind of go through the good and bad of that fifth set, both of them?
Well, I wish if I had hindsight it would be 20/20, but may not have started. We started in rotation one because I wanted to get our best servers going, starting with Nicklin. It gives us our four best servers really in a row. So we thought that could be the difference, and we just got stuck in that rotation. And got to give Wisconsin credit. They touched us, they blocked us. I mean, we were in system all the time, and they just turned some plays. So that was a big hole to get into to start the fifth game. But we inched our way back and almost got a deuce game.
Okay. Left, middle.
Lincoln Arney, Omaha World Herald. John, talk about what happened at the end of the second set? You had 4 set points, couldn't convert any of them. What was that like, and then how did that affect the psyche going forward?
Well, it was a 31-29 game, so I mean, both teams had chances to win, and that's to win these, to beat teams like Wisconsin, and you got to win more of those games than the other team. And you can see, look at this, three deuce games, 31-29, 25-23, 23-25, and that's what a national championship should be. And we had our chances, and so did Wisconsin. They converted a couple more than we did. You got to give them credit. It's not like we lost those. They had to earn them. We didn't give them away. It was great volleyball. They executed and found ways to win those points.
Getting back right.
Lauren, what are you proud about of how you guys played tonight, and especially to come back there in the 4th and 5th?
I think that this team did a good job of fighting and staying in it. There were a lot of times where we could have so easily, given up, but we didn't. I think that we served really well in the first set, and there was a lot of good volleyball throughout the whole night. It was just, as Coach said, just like the little things. And for a team that's so inexperienced, there's us, but everyone else is quite inexperienced. I thought they did really well for playing in such a big match, and I felt like they kept their composure the whole night, so that was cool to see.
Lauren, you wanted to get back to this national level with this program before you leave. What have the last few weeks been like, and how are you leaving this program now, do you feel like?
The last few weeks have been really exciting. It's been a lot of fun to compete with this team, and I think that's obviously what got us here, is how much we love each other and how much fun we have playing. So it's been a joy to play with them, and I'm obviously not happy the way that it ended, but I'm happy that we got to this point. So.
Okay, middle right.
Grant Hansen, Daily Nebraskan. Lauren, it wasn't even a year ago that the spring season began for you guys in 2020. Can you put this last year of your life into words, from that spring season to your recovery to tonight?
Unpredictable. I think it's just been one thing after another, and I'm just blessed to have had the people around me that I did, because I don't think I could have got through everything that I did without them. So I think unpredictable is my word.
Okay, back middle left.
Nicklin, what emotions are you going through now? I imagine it's a roller coaster of a night. What are you feeling right now?
Sorry, I just realized when she was talking that I'm never gonna get to play with her again, probably. So I'm a little sad. But obviously, I'm really proud of this team and the fight that we had this season. It wasn't always the best, but we found our way through it, and we didn't win tonight, but we battled, and we played together, and we had each other's backs, and I think that was really special about tonight. But obviously I'm a wreck.
What did you see on that final play of the 4th set, from Kaylee's dig to Maddie's pass to Allie's kill? What did you see unfold on that play, and what was your reaction to it?
I mean, for Allie, as a freshman, to take that swing, I think that just shows you how much growth that they've had. That was a big time swing. I mean, it wasn't even it was an out of system set and it was off, but she went for it. And I think that just kind of talks to our mindset this whole tournament and how this team has functioned. I mean, Kaylee dove for that dig. It wasn't an easy dig, and I just think it really shows how hard our team really played tonight.
Okay, middle right.
Jacob Myers, Columbus Dispatch. John, your team almost has 100 digs on the night. Obviously, their block was very good as well. Was this a game that showed kind of the defensive prowess of both sides?
Yeah, I think definitely it was hard to. I'm looking at, we killed 8 more balls than them as well, which really surprises me. But their strength, they're a huge block, and we probably could have managed that a little bit better, but that's their strength, and our strength is digging the ball and keeping the ball alive. And I felt like it was just like a heavyweight fight going back and forth, back and forth. They would make a big play, and then we'd make a big play. But you saw two exceptional defensive teams, two exceptional serving teams, and those are the strengths of both these teams.
Kayla, you had some big hits early in the match, certainly. What was it like? What were you seeing out there early, and what was it like just going against that block?
It was great. I don't know. Sorry. Are we done?
Jacob Badillo with Hale Varsity. Nicklin or Lauren, can one of you kind of put into words what kind of performance Kayla had tonight, career high in her kills?
Nice.
Obviously she's a stud. We know she is. And she was a big part of why we won most of those games. I mean, she was putting the ball down for us, and it's huge energy when Kayla gets a kill. She gets really excited, and we get excited because they're like bounce kills. But I'm really proud of you.
Thanks, Nick. I'm really proud of you guys too.
Thanks. It was really cool to see. It's nice to have weapons like that, and with Wisconsin having so many, and us, it's kind of like a toss-up of who's going to be our weapon each game. And so Kayla's been like one of our only consistent weapons throughout this entire season, and so to see her go out there and take big swings as if she's hitting up against no block and just play fearless volleyball, that like instilled a lot of confidence in all of us around her, and it was really cool to see, especially under, I don't know, big lights, and yeah, they're bright lights, whatever it is.
Okay, we'll pause here real quick to see if there's any questions from Zoom.
Thank you. There are no questions on Zoom at this time.
Okay, back right.
Nicklin, the end of that fifth set, you guys, Maddie gets a touch when there's a big pause in the action to get it back to 14-12. I guess, what do you remember about that review and that time, and then what you guys are thinking going back out there with the chance to win?
I think we knew there was a touch. We just didn't know if the ref was going to see it, but we were just talking little okay, we're going to keep going at it. We're going to keep believing. We're not going to quit right now no matter what the score is. And I think that shows, we came back, we were down 6-0, but I think we were just chilling.
Okay, do we have any other questions? Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
A reminder, the press conferences will be available on the NCAA Digital Media Hub at www.ncaa.veritone.com, and transcripts will be provided by ASAP shortly following this press conference. Okay, we're joined by the national champion Wisconsin Badgers. Coach, if you'd give us an opening statement.
Epic weekend. Just an epic weekend. So happy for these guys and the other seniors. Stage isn't big enough to bring all of those guys back, but they came back for a goal and a dream, and had some adversity along the way, and were rewarded. It was a heck of a match. Just a absolute grind, and that's how it should be, right? I guess to do this. Just a unbelievable performance by Nebraska. Unbelievable performance by our kids as well. It was every player putting their entire heart and soul into a match. It's great.
Okay, we'll open up for questions. Middle left.
For the players, this is the day you've dreamed of. How's reality compared to that dream?
I honestly don't think it's set in yet. I mean, I kind of imagine like dropping to the floor and crying, and I just kind of like stood there in shock. And maybe that's a testament to just because we have played that moment over and over again in our minds. I think every single one of us. So, yeah, I think for now we're just going to really enjoy this, soak it all in. Wow, last time wearing a Wisconsin jersey. Just going to really enjoy it, and it'll sink in a couple of days.
Okay, middle right.
Jacob Myers, Columbus Dispatch. Lauren, 14-11 in the fifth set, there was a timeout, and then obviously that challenge after you guys thought you had won. What were the emotions like there, and then finally the final point falling? Just what was kind of that whole event like?
Yeah, during the challenge, we kind of just kept making eye contact with each other, looking at each other in the eye and saying, all right, if this doesn't go our way, we're still playing volleyball. We haven't done anything yet. Game's not over. So we really just kept our level of play the same. We stayed composed, and it didn't go our way. And you can show how in it we still were, because our blockers didn't let the ball cross the net half the time. It came over. We took care of the free ball. Didn't put it down. We took care of the pass right away too. If we think we win it, we might not take care of the pass. We don't take care of the pass, but I thought we did a really good job staying in it.
We'll go up here in the front, and then we'll go to the far right. Right here.
Tedrick with the Volleyball Project. Dana, what is it like playing in front of 19,000 people and millions around the world to see you win the championship? What is that trip like?
Feels amazing, honestly. I haven't really put too much thought into the people around us. I was really just focused on our team. Because if you get in those moments and you look around, you're like, wow, like this is big. Like, we've prepared for this. We play in an environment every single night that prepares us for this. The Big Ten Conference prepares us for this. It's really awesome to think. I mean, little story, but when we were walking down the red carpet coming into the match, I really got choked up because just of how many people are behind us and supporting us. It was truly incredible to see. And we know we have all of our loved ones, but to like really see it on the biggest stage and the biggest moments for us, what we've worked for all those years, it was pretty emotional. But yeah, I think I think it was crazy. It feels awesome.
Stay on the right there.
Sydney, over here. You had talked yesterday about how you envisioned this moment so many times, the dog pile, the confetti. It was kind of weird because there really was no dog pile. The confetti was delayed. Was it?
The whole dream was gone.
Was the whole thing kind of just, what did you feel in that moment?
I think like what Dana said, it was still kind of shock, and we kind of got to celebrate that moment twice because we thought we won, and then it was like, wait, no, you didn't. So then we got to kind of do two celebrations. So yeah, I think most of it was just shock, and then you look around, you see everyone's crying, and you can just see how much love there is with every single person on this team, and the fans were incredible, and an amazing moment I'll never forget, just seeing how happy my teammates were, and that's the best feeling.
Okay, here middle right.
Kelly, it took a while for Dana to get going. I think it was 3 kills through 2 sets, but obviously the block was huge tonight. Just, I guess, what did it mean to you to kind of see your defense step up to the challenge, knowing how good Nebraska's defense is, like you said yesterday?
Their defense is really good. I think everybody saw that. The effort by both teams. This was just unbelievable defense. We got 24 blocks. I mean, that is just, that is crazy against a team like that. The thing is, everybody kind of did their part. You know, it was, here, how can I contribute? You know, and so, you know, Devin and Dana had some tough time scoring, but yet huge on the block. Right? And, you know, Yulia had a tough time scoring, but so many of those balls were targeted right at her, you know, and she kind of settled down a little bit and got into a groove, and so much of that. It's, you know, this wasn't a pretty stat, but this was, I mean, there's so much to take from this. I mean, it was really, really good volleyball out there. Barnesy defensively was just, I mean, holy cow. Just the entire weekend of how many balls that you're thinking, well, this is going to go down. And out of the phone booth with her cape, she comes and fights to keep the ball off the floor. I thought Sid was moving the ball around and continuing to give them different looks. And then Jade got us going in the 5th. I mean, we got a big lead. You know, her short serve really gave them some issues. It wasn't something we did an awful lot of, but it goes back here in the beginning of the 5th set and just puts ball after ball after ball. And you know, there was a lot of really good things that were happening.
And Lauren, in the first set and a half or so, you guys had some problem in serve receive, and Sydney was setting a lot of balls off the net. What do you think just changed from there? It seemed like the offense really got going in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th set.
I just really think we kind of stuck to our training and stuck to what we know. Having that reminder, all 3 of us in the rotation always remind each other, all right, stick to our training, let's hold this pass, let's fight this up. But they had some great servers, and once we say, good on you, all right, now let's see you try to do it again. I think just reminding each other of that really helped us stick with it, and just reminding each other we're here with you, and kind of we pass as a system. There's no individual passing out there. Passing as a system is when we are at our best. So just continuing to remind each other of that and sticking together.
Okay, we'll go front left and then back left.
Yeah, this is for Dana. That second set, you guys are down 13-7, battled back, and then I believe you faced 4 set points there. If you lose that set, you're down 0-2. Can you just talk about that battle and winning that one 31-29?
Yeah, that was definitely an epic battle. That was just really good volleyball. It was so back and forth. It was kill, kill, block. Yeah, and I think we don't fight through that if not every single person on our team believes that we can. And we know we perform well in those moments. We know that when the game's on the line, people really step up to the plate. Doesn't matter what position or how old you are. That's something that's really special about our team, and that doesn't happen unless every single person believes that we can win that set. And we pulled it out with some clean volleyball.
Okay, we'll go back left and then far right.
Dana, you remember back before the season when you were like just making them all live in limbo and you couldn't decide if you were coming back, and Sydney couldn't decide if she was going to get her lease renewed, and
Yeah.
Finally, worth it?
Oh my gosh, 100% worth it. It just like this feeling in this team. It's been some ups and downs, and I know every team experiences that, but this group is just so special. And I think it's one thing to really think about being a national champion and training to be a national championship. That's one thing. Then being a national championship is another. And we really did that. So that was awesome, and I'm just so thankful that this group of seniors came back and we got the job done.
We did do that. We did.
We did that.
Okay, far right.
Kelly, they're all celebrating out there, and you went and sat on the bench. You looked like you were just exhausted, elated. Can you take us through that moment where you just, I don't know, was it shock? What was it?
I wanted to take it in. You know, this is about them. You know, it's about the team, and you know, seeing the joy in their faces and the love for each other. You know, I want it. With a little bit of exhaustion as well. But yeah.
Okay, we'll go front left.
Yeah, Coach, I guess could you put in perspective what this means on your first season with Lauren making the championship match, then a couple years ago losing, getting this close? You said we've been so close, painfully close the other day. Now that pain's over. Can you put that in perspective both for you and for this whole program, even going back to the Steve Lowe days?
This team stands on the shoulders of the alums that have come before them. The example, the hard work. We stand on the shoulders of the coaches that have been here prior to us. We're uplifted by an incredible fan base that is so passionate and supportive. This is the ultimate team effort.
Okay, we'll pause here real quick and check in on Zoom.
Thank you, Dan. No questions on Zoom at this time.
Okay, we'll go middle right.
Kelly, Anna didn't quite hit 700 plus tonight, but she's 14 kills, 28 swings, most outstanding player of the tournament. Just her performance as a freshman on the stage.
She didn't flinch, and she wasn't the only one that didn't flinch. It's, excuse me. She was, you know, for a kid that just turned 18, I mean, she was obviously pretty comfortable in the environment, which is really impressive. I thought all of our young kids were. I thought we were a little bit jittery, trying a little bit too hard out of the gates, and we settled down. I thought we were really good at in-game situations. There at the end, you know, the sets that we lost, we came back to get really, really close and just too far back. But I loved how we were in game. I thought we were really clean in that area. We were confident. We were working together. It was unbelievable team effort. You know, with Anna, it's, you know, that's one of the things with middles is you got to be able to, you got to have the ball control as well. And Dana will be the first one to say that. And you know, we handled the ball really, really well when Anna was especially was in the front row. You know, we got a little bit of an advantage with her height. And but it was a special tournament for her. She didn't flinch.
Any other questions? Okay, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Congratulations.
Thank you.